Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Parshat Hazinu Zidduk Hadin, rendering God's judgment as true, din, emet. So it says in the Parsha, Hatzor Tamim Palo Kichod Vachav Mishpat. Hatzor, the rock, Hashem, he's complete, he's perfect, his actions. Kod Vachav Mishpat, all his actions, all his deeds are proper. So we could say what it means is, listen, we have no clue what's going on in the world, and Hashem, whatever he does is right, and we do Zidduk Hadin. And that's true. From a pure halachic standpoint, what it means is, God forbid one hears about the death of a close relative, it says, Baruch Shem Halam Daina Emet. And really, you should do Kriya also right away. For various reasons, we wait to do the Dain Emet, and Kriya in certain cases, we wait till the Chevra Kadisha does it by the funeral, different reasons for that. But be that as it may, the din is that two things one must react with at the sounds of the death. He hears about the death, he says the bracha Emet, and he does Kriya. Even other people are very close to the nifta, the one who was killed or who died, should also say the bracha with God's name, but the minhag is only the 7 relatives, and other people just say bracha Emet without that. Someone's in the room when someone dies, they should also do Kriya as a sign of Avela, but once again, minhag is not for various reasons. But what is the concept of Zidduk Hadin? So I think it's important just to have the right angle. There's unbelievable order in the universe, in God's physical universe, the astronomy, biology, agriculture, everything, the expanding universe, the Big Bang, endless order in everywhere that you look. You could take any spot, any area, and just study, you see order. And of course, the crowning part of creation is the Torah, where it's a beautiful representation of Chachmas Hashem, and it's a guide for us. It's amazing. Order, 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 order. All of it speaks to a creator. All of God's creation screams out to creator. The only thing is, there's an aberration at times where something does not seem to be in order, where things are out of control, or so they seem. Something's very painful and difficult. And at that moment, we don't understand God's judgment. So that's when we come along and we say, Zidduk Hadin, God is right, I don't understand the picture. But it's important to stress that that's the aberration. We see order in the universe and God's creation in the Torah. And at times there's an aberration in our eyes, and then we say Zidduk Hadin. But another point that must be stressed is, how do we see order in God's universe? How? The answer, of course, God gave us a mind. So we have to understand, God gave us a mind that we can understand his universe, his creation, his Torah. That's baffling. Anyone who understands the size of the universe will realize we are a speck. To say we're a speck in the universe is exaggerating tremendously. The size of the universe and where man fits in on earth, it's a joke. And yet, as David said, God made us a little bit lower than the angels. He gave us a mind that could tap into the universe or cure cancer, send ships to the moon, communicate across the world. We can harness the laws of physics and astronomy, and we could do that. Wow. Thank you, Hashem, that you gave me a mind that could scratch the surface of the Torah, physics, astronomy, biology. Thank you. And yes, I understand there are certain parts of the universe that I don't understand, certain parts that are hurtful to me or to others, and I don't see where that all fits in. Zidduk Hadin. You're right, Hashem, that part I don't see, but I know you're right. But it's important to have the perspective. 2 main points. That God gave us a mind, and with that mind we can have some understanding. That's incredible that we have that mind that Hashem gave us. We should appreciate that. And B, with that mind peers into the universe, we see, and God's creation, and the Torah included in all that, we see order, Seder. And it's an aberration when there's a lack of it. And at that moment we say, God, we know there's some bigger plan, we're just not privileged to it. I think that's a proper and healthy perspective on Zidduk Hadin. Shalom.